A few very important things to keep at the back of your mind while you're trying to get your head around this thing called music theory is that music theory, it isn't one monolith of unified, consistent knowledge, but rather separate disciplines brought together to make sense of music. They intersect, they complement each other, but they're separate. And music theory is there to examine, describe, so as to make sense of music and explain why it works the way it does. One quick example is the way the piano has been built, or rather the system that the piano is built on. It's very obvious that the natural minor scales are the center point of the system. If only from the way they mirror each other and are perfect symmetry on the circle of fifths. They create this perfect, beautiful symmetry on the circle of fifths. And also from the way the piano keyboard begins on A, and then A4 happens to be the standard pitch for tuning, compared to the notation discipline where C is the center point of the system. So over here, C4, which is this one here, is right in between the staves, and then you have the C below here, which is perfectly symmetrical to the C above here. So quite similar in terms of how it's been built and designed. That's why the confusion on major scale beginning on C. Basically, the system that the piano has been built on has been implemented long before the appearance of the concept of the major scale. Major scale is kind of based on the so-called harmonic series. That's why it's more consonant than the natural minor scale. Not a case of one being better than the other, just built on different concepts. Anyhow, I hope this helps on your journey to making sense of music theory. Once again, music theory doesn't tell you how to make music, but it explains the music that you make.